I was born August 28th, 1924, and en route to the hospital, which was the ambulance, because San Pedro did not have availability for someone that needed doctor's care. So Papa and Mama were in the ambulance. En route, an accident. And I remember Papa telling me he got a blanket and just threw it over Mama, so the glass would not shatter. And they got to the hospital, and sharp noon, Anita was born. Life in San Pedro, when I did not appreciate it like I do now at 94. I look back at today's world, and it was just absolutely, I wish I could relive those years. Beautiful. Poor, but who cared? We had a loving family, friends, food on the table, a roof on your head, shoes on your feet, and off to school every day. Just, it was what you call fun. We just didn't have a worry in the world. Kids never really argued too much, or there was not too much jealousy. You know what I mean? We were all more or less in the same category. No one envied this one for this or that one, for anything. It was just a beautiful, I mean, like I said, I didn't appreciate it then, but today when I look back, it was beautiful. And I never experienced anything that I would say I felt deprived. All I knew, there weren't a lot of luxuries. We didn't have what children have today. Christmas with the trees full of presents. If we got one or two, we were delighted and didn't care for any more. Our little stocking would be Mother's hose, and she would fill it up with oranges and apples and nuts and some of the little hard candies. And man, we thought we died and went to heaven. I mean, we never, that was our life, and it was happy. We had to make our own fun. We played kick the can on the street at night after dinner, hide and go seek. There were a lot of empty lots around. Like you have your dwelling, and then maybe a couple houses up, there was a big empty lot. Across the street, a big empty lot with boulders. We just did our own fun. It was just busy all the time. You're never such word as I'm bored. If I ever used the word I'm bored, my parents would find something for me to do. So you didn't say it. And that's what we did. That's what it was, and going to school. And school was fun. And then, of course, 15th Street School, my elementary school, was the melting pot. Down below where we lived, below Mesa on 17th Street, there was all nationalities. And at school, there was only one class with if you talk Spanish or Greek, that was the one class. And that's what I said, there's no excuse. They all learned beautifully. In fact, my sister, who was 5 years older than me, didn't know a word of English when she went to school. And because Papa was Croatian, Mama Mexican, and they learned each other's language. So my dad learned to speak the English language, fast, because he was in business, and Mama slowly. But at home, we later on spoke English by the time I came around. But that's what they spoke at home, Spanish and Croatian, and so she didn't know a word.